It has been an absolute joy to judge the life writing category, and it's also been incredibly challenging because the standard has been super high, and so the long list was just incredibly strong. What I loved about the long list was just how diverse it is in terms of thought and ideas, but also style and structure. I think that life writing is one of those categories that it really can be explored in a number of ways. But one of the things I'd always thought about narrative nonfiction or life writing was that really it was about fact, and that fiction was actually about truth. And this long list, as strong as it was, really challenged my own perceptions of what life writing can do, because I found in these short stories both fact and truth, and that felt like a very powerful, I suppose, shake up of my own ideas about what narrative nonfiction is or could be. And so whittling down the long list to a short list has been incredibly difficult. What I was looking for particularly was the quality of the writing and the editing, and it's very clear sometimes as well when something's been really edited very well. And I was also looking for subtlety and a moment of time dropping into somebody's life, but getting a sense of their entire life from just that moment in time. And so the shortlisted people developed stories that for me really were stylistically very interesting, but also encompassed an entire life or family network within one short story. And so without further ado, the shortlist I will read out now. And the shortlist is The Prediction by Dalbinder Kula, The Song of Life by Usha Rungu, Hazel and Fiver by Shamini Sriskandaraja, Swallow by Anne O'Brien, and Death Comes in Threes by Damien Spencer. And what a shortlist it is. This is really excellent quality writing from all over the world, and it was a pleasure and a joy to read these short stories that are fact and truth and based on people's lives. It felt like a real privilege. And these are writers to watch. Again, it was almost impossible to decide upon a winner, but I think the thing that made this story stand out even more from all these standout stories was the delicate nature of the writing, which felt very poetic and lyrical, but quietly powerful. And also it seemed to speak to this moment in time in a very subtle and side way. So it's about loss, but not loss perhaps in the way that we are thinking of at the moment. And so I'm very, very delighted to announce the winner of the life writing category, and that is Anne O'Brien for her short story Swallow. And I am going to read a very short section of Swallow. Her illness has outlined the bumps and ridges of bone beneath her skin. Her shoulders appear less substantial than they should be. There are deep hollows above her collarbones. But now, with the fever finally spent, she surprises herself with the force of her wish to be well, by the lengths she might go to make that happen. With the rearing of her brood, she had hereto considered her life's work done. What then, this urge to trap and eat a living thing? He waits with the tray until she is in a seated position, then balances it across her knees and leaves, closing the door on her world. He has moved into the last child's room. No point in us both getting sick. She looked in on her way to the bathroom. He has lowered the bed. It used to be on stilts, a student's desk beneath. Now it is close to the floor, as beds usually are. It changes everything. She takes a spoonful of soup. The fine julienne-cut vegetables dissolve in her mouth. The green taste of chopped parsley is a fresh, delicious thing. The hot soup works its way down her throat. She dips again. Shreds of carrot and discs of leek float in the herb-flecked bouillon in the hollow of her spoon. The window outside seems wondrous. The hedge and bare trees, the stick-like canes of the raspberry bushes, the winter-heavy soil of the vegetable patch. As she eats, she watches how the small birds perch on the branches of the crab-apple tree or scurry and forage beneath the hedge. Congratulations to Anne. Congratulations to all the shortlisted authors and all the long-listed writers. Honestly, it's been such a joy to judge life writing. Congratulations to all of you.